Hi, this is Artie Skinner, and welcome to Day 6 of 30 Days to Debt-Free Living and Prosperity Coaching Program. Yesterday, we talked about the Mercury Ball Chase and one of the pitfalls of losing money that most people believe save money. We'll be covering more of these pitfalls as we progress through this program, but today we're going to talk about your paycheck extension account. Your paycheck extension account is an interest-bearing account that is designated to extend the time you can live without a paycheck. This is an account that is a liquid asset account that won't be penalized if you take money out of it. Now, this can come in the form of a savings account or a cash management or money market account. These accounts bear interest, and you want to shop for the highest interest-bearing account. There are also CDs, certificates of deposit, that you can get, but the paycheck extension account should be an open account that you can rely on. It can be used in case of an emergency. Now, you've probably heard of an emergency fund, but focus is a vital part of success. What we want to focus on is being able to extend the time we can live without a paycheck, not creating emergencies. So if you use your paycheck extension account for an emergency, replenish it immediately. Now, most poor rich people go into debt when emergencies happen. As lavish cheapskates, we always have a cushion because of our paycheck extension account. So the next big question is, do I create a paycheck extension account if I'm still in debt? Here's a rule of thumb. If you have more than $10,000 in debt outside of your mortgage, designate a 75-25 split. 75% of your freed up money goes towards debt, and 25% goes into your paycheck extension account. This will serve two purposes. It will give you a cushion for emergencies, plus it will build prosperity right now. You are now creating a path of freedom of choice. Now, if you have less than $5,000 in debt outside of your mortgage, designate a 50-50 split. 50% of your freed up money goes towards debt, and 50% goes into your paycheck extension account. Now, once you create your paycheck extension account, do not use it for everyday spending. Remember, this account is for extending the time you can live without a paycheck. And if you do use it for emergencies, replenish what you borrowed from it immediately. Treat it like a loan that needs to be paid back immediately. Now, eventually, you can use this money to create residual income. We will be tapping into this later in the coaching course. Now, we've seen much emphasis on being a millionaire. But for a moment, just imagine having enough in your paycheck extension account to have the freedom to choose to live your life the way you choose and becoming completely debt-free. This is when choice opens up to you. That is beyond being a millionaire, and it's priceless. So your homework for today is to open your paycheck extension account even if you have very little to put into it. Be sure to check all applicable fees and interest rates. And once again, make sure it's a liquid account that is not penalized if you tap into it. Now, one more thing before we move on. Let's set the foundation for what wealth means to you, because this is the foundation to your emotional success. And remember, emotions steer our actions. So what we're going to cover next is creating your own individual expression of wealth, because it's unique to each individual. Here's how we'll explore this. If today you had no financial obligations whatsoever and had more than enough money for the rest of your life, what would you be experiencing right now? Begin that list now, starting with what it feels like. Because as I mentioned before, emotions and feelings are what steer our actions. If we pay attention to our feeling, it leads us to what we're thinking. We'll experience what we're feeling before we know what we're thinking. So to experience the feeling, this will help you make the mental shift of what all of this is for. Now, this is important because this is your individual and unique expression of wealth. This is your vision to create a life of financial liberation. Always keep this vision at the forefront of your mind. It is the fuel to keep you on the path of prosperity. Now, as lavish cheapskates, we know wealth has nothing to do with other people's definition, because wealth always is an individual expression. And we also know it's created one moment at a time. And you're getting the perfect exercise for this as you wipe out debt. You're doing it one moment at a time. As lavish cheapskates, we also have a crystal clear picture of what wealth means to us. So our homework for today is to start a paycheck extension account and do the individual expression of wealth exercise. And tomorrow, we'll track our progress for this week. So look for our next coaching session tomorrow morning. This is Artie Skinner, and I look forward to seeing you shift to a debt-free and prosperous lifestyle. I'll see you tomorrow.